Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Morning Talk with Mike and Paul. That's Paul's bald head.
Oh, we're up.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Well, I hope everybody's seen the thumbnail. That logo is our new logo for Morning Talks with Mike and Paul. And Jesse at Lazy Days Ahead, he came up with that, sent it to us, and we're going to use it as our new official logo. I'm going to ask
Only because I refuse to get more photos.
I'm going to ask Jesse to go back in there and put a little bit more gray in the beards so it doesn't look like we're 21 years old or whatever. And then change my beard to a goatee because I don't wear a beard. Terrie hates a full beard.
Goatees.
She likes to scruffle. She likes to scruffle because it like
Really?
sandpapers her face when I'm kissing on her.
My ex used to complain. It used to rub the scrubble used to rub the inside of her thighs.
Yeah. Well, Terrie says, we already have dogs. I don't need all that hair all over me. But hey,
Patrick, shut up.
and make a few adjustments to the logo so it actually looks like us. The wisdom that's growing here, not up here.
No. With you, it's the wisdom that's fucking left.
Oh, man. I love Morning Talks with Mike. Terrie's still sleeping. She'll be up in directly asking me why I didn't take care of everything before I went live. But, hey.
Patrick's trying to be a funny bugger.
Right? Gotta have a reason to get up in the morning. Hey, but today we're having open mic. We want to know what you did over the weekend, what your plans are. Did you actually accomplish what you planned? And then we'll talk about a few things that's in the news. But we really want to talk to you guys. You can talk about your channel, tell us what's going on, spill some beans on Morning Talk. We only got 11 people in here. I'm sure it will pick up a little bit. But until they do come in, I did miss, you didn't. I missed Tara and Jason last night. They did an impromptu live. I watched part of it this morning. I'm going to watch the rest of it. So if you were in there, Paul, you were in there. And going to go back there and watch the rest of that. But I'm going to tell you something. Those two were so busy. I mean, it is busy, busy, busy. And like Tara said, they're both dreamers. And I've seen your comment about putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
But
you put the cart before the horse and you end up with horse shit in the cart.
Yeah, I absolutely love those two over there, Terrie and Jason. I wish we lived closer. But in some respects, I'm glad I live in Oklahoma because there's a lot of drama over there in Arkansas. There's a lot of drama, but we'll just keep that for your mama, right? Hey, but let's see who came in. Say hello to a few people. Let me scroll back up here. Merns Pacquiao was in here. There's Jolene. Therese, how are you? Rona Castro, welcome in. There's Mr. Paul Honeyman, Sir Paul as we call him. Dana Mason saying good morning to us. Yeah, sweet Miss Terrie is still getting beauty sleep.
She don't need none. Not like her old man. He's a right ugly git.
Yeah, he's right ugly, isn't he? Hey, there's Ed over at Whistle Stop. Welcome in, brother. There's Nate Smile. Good to see you. There is the link. I pinned it at the. Did I pin it at the top?
No, I just caught it when I was flicking through.
Why didn't I pin that? I thought I did.
Big Mike had a brain fart.
Yeah.
How unusual.
There we go. Now it's pinned at the top. So please come on up and let's talk about your weekend, talk about your channel. Hey, and
We do not want, even
let's
though
talk
this is
about any rumors that you may have heard in the YouTube world. Hey, there's Shane Raza. Welcome in. Leela and Layla, those two beautiful girls. And there's Wendy at Hardknack Farm saying good morning to all the Okies in the house. Hey, Freya, you want to stop? She smells something.
yeah. You mean you farted?
No, outdoors.
It's not bad. She wants to get out.
Yeah. Hey, there's Tamara over at Heartland headquarters with Dink and Tank saying good morning to everybody. There we go. Joe fixing it. There he is.
Yeah, I thought it was getting cold. Somebody must be dancing on my grave.
There's Wendy.
I look rough.
Oh,
sorry.
shit, I'm out.
Thank you,
Cuddly
Paul.
Texans in the house.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Yep.
Did your clocks go back as well?
Do what?
Did your clocks go back? Because you're not 2:30 anymore. You're back to 1:30.
I don't think the clocks go back till November this year.
Yeah, they don't fall back until November.
Oh, over here.
I thought you said something totally different.
No, I did not mention cocks.
I thought that's what you said.
I know that's what you
just
thought I
didn't
said.
want to say anything. And Wendy's holding her head, going, "What? What the hell did I
Right?
just walk into?"
Right?
No, I asked if your clocks. Yes.
Okay.
Charlie Lima Oscar Charlie Kilo.
No, they have not gone back.
Yeah, I was went back last night.
Always good to see you, Debbie.
There's Debbie. She's so precious.
She is.
Well, I have something to tell you guys. I think
Yeah.
there's an echo.
You need to add a lot more gray to that logo.
Wendy has an echo.
There's nothing else on.
You're fine. That's Paul.
It's not me, you lying shit.
We'll just say it's Paul.
Well, I hope literally.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, so here in Oklahoma, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the sewage treatment plants are wanting to dump the biosludge, or biosolids onto farmland. And this has been happening in other states. Well, the soil becomes so toxic and loaded with forever chemicals, what they call PFAS. And they're shutting these farms down. They're euthanizing the animals. The cancer rates are off the charts. They cannot clean this stuff enough. They're wanting to dump this in our county, and they're wanting to dump it in all the counties in Oklahoma. There was a legislator that came to a meeting in Logan County Monday night, and I scrambled to get a flat tire on the way, made it the last 20 minutes, and I was able to talk to him. And I'm going to the Capitol tomorrow to fight this. We don't want, you don't want this sludge dumped on your land. They cannot clean that stuff well enough to take out all the stuff. So this is all the from hospitals, from every household. It's gross. Oh, what happened? Why am I trying?
I don't know, but
I'm
you're
not
breaking
doing
the
it.
neck. I don't know what
Why?
happened on your end.
I
Are
haven't
you on
even
your
moved.
phone or your computer?
I'm on an iPad, but I'm not even touching it.
Uh,
I I haven't even moved it.
well,
It's
you look
YouTube.
beautiful no matter what, so you're good.
Oh well, now you're my new best friend.
All right.
I have a new bestie now.
And it's
My
Mike.
case.
There
She
you
can't
go.
stand Paul.
So anyway, people in Oklahoma need to be aware of this. If you research PFAS, you're going to be totally disgusted. I mean, it's bad.
It's not bad enough that they're polluting the country. Now they want to pollute the world.
Well, yeah, up in I believe it's Michigan and Maryland, and I'm trying to think of what else. But all you have to do is research PFAS and biosolids, and it will just turn your stomach.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard
The
that there was somebody got a whole bunch of money to research human waste um, to make it into land fertilizer, like they do manure and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's called human.
but in the same run, I read in there, I can't remember where I read it, but it said that, um, and they were talking about hospitals and long care facilities and stuff like that, where the people on medications and all kinds of stuff, trying to filter all that stuff out of the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of tons of human waste. It was too expensive to try to get all that out of there uh, and then spread it across farmlands and stuff like that. But I didn't know they already started that because they couldn't refine it enough.
Right.
To refine it enough, it wouldn't be worth, the juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze, basically.
But they're doing it. They're doing it, Mike. They're doing it in Oklahoma County. They've been doing it in Lincoln County, all these counties. And I mean, I was just appalled because I was telling my mom about it because Friday we had to go help my mom and
Hmm.
my uncle. And my uncle was saying that they were doing it down the road at that sod farm. And I said, "Is that what that smell is?" He goes, "Yeah."
Mm.
I said, "You got to be kidding me." So all these people are paying high dollar for this sod, and they're spreading cancer across their yards. You walk across that, you're going to end up with cancer.
Mm.
You go research the PFAS and the biosolids and the people that they dump this on their farms, even 2 times. They're shutting these farms down because the soil and the animals are toxic. This is what our country is doing to us.
Mm.
Now, there are some solutions. There are a couple companies that can, one of them can incinerate the stuff to oblivion. Another company can use those enzymes to break it down like you would your septic tank.
Yeah.
Those seem like more logical things, like break it all down as best you can and then incinerate it. That would be my thing because you think
Yeah,
about
I
all
wouldn't think it would be too healthy if you're spraying croplands or grazing lands and stuff like that, uh, and then have the cows come eat the grass that it was all sprayed on. Yeah, it
well,
doesn't sound logical.
no, but they've done it in other states and the animals have died.
Mm.
The the cattle have died, the chickens, the goats, all of it. And then the ones that are left, they have to euthanize them because they're so toxic.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Really, really sad. So I wanted to let you know that that's going on, and people need to fight it. I mean, I really
No,
don't.
it's not a state program. It has to be a county.
No, it's in our state. It's in our state.
Well, no, I got that, but the people that are authorizing it to do would have to be like your county commissioners or your city governments, or, well, if they're spraying it out in the county, a city government doesn't have the authority. But you do have your county commissioners, your whole core. I'm sure you've got the main guy or gal, and then you've got the regions within the county that they represent. That's how Pittsburgh County is here. We've got the county commissioners have all the power out in the county.
Right.
So,
You might research and see if it's already going on in your county.
yeah, I do know that we have. The only thing I know for a fact is I was kind of weirded out by it was the crop dusters that come across. They have a thing for tick-borne. They'll spray the pastures. It's a little yellow plane, and then there's a helicoptered one. And they'll spray the fields with the cattle in it to kill the ticks. So, and then of course they've got the fertilizer people that fly over and spray the hay fields and stuff like that, and the farmers. But I don't know what they're spraying. Okay.
Exactly.
I know Pathways had a problem when they were up in Kansas.
Oh yeah,
That
I remember that.
when the crop dusters came across, or they were trying to kill some kind of weed, and in the fields, and they flew, when they pulled up, it was landing on their farm and it killed every one of their crops.
Yes.
So
Herbicides. It's
yeah,
happened to my friend that lives in this county. The neighbor to them has their hayfields sprayed for stickers,
yeah,
and it ends up covering their whole property. I'm sorry, I'd lose my cool. I would go
yeah,
and ballistic if I had stuff sprayed on my farm. Because
yeah,
there's nothing you can do once it's done.
yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Hey, there's Jamie O'Rourke. And yeah, she's right. And I think Cuddly Texan made a comment. Yeah, there's probably one person that is the center of drama in
Not me.
Arkansas.
Not me.
I'm not going to say it, but they know who they are, and everybody else knows who they are, who this person is. But we'll leave it alone.
I will say one thing before Mike jumps all over me again. Do you know why?
Yes, I heard you're moving. Are you staying in Arkansas?
Oklahoma is pretty cool. We don't
Yeah.
have a.
No, it's not. They're spreading shit.
Yeah, but they are spreading shit, literally. But
Do you know where they got the idea from?
we can stop it though.
Wendy, do you know where they got the idea from? It's them bloody Democratic politicians. They've been watching too much Disney. Matt Damon in the Martian.
Good morning,
He
Kevin.
grew his own potatoes in his own shit.
Yep. There's Ray Castillo.
Hey,
Good morning, Ray and Barbara.
Good morning, everybody. I can't see a chat because if you turn on another device, then it'll echo. So
Who?
no, it will echo if I turn on any other device.
Yeah.
It messes up.
Yeah, I've only got this one on, so it's not me.
Well, evidently,
Barbara.
mine is sideways.
Okay. I get asked this every time because of you, Mike.
Uh-oh.
No, we let everybody in here. We're just, yeah, there he goes. He's got his jammy bottoms on.
They're
We
my
have to
lounge
check that
pants.
every Monday and Friday because sometimes he forgets to put pants on.
One night at 2:00 in the bloody morning on Sergeant's Talk TV, I had to get up and go for a drink. I was on I had a t-shirt and my boxers. And that was it.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my goodness. Paul, you
That's
caught
in
me.
our bunch. Welcome in.
Wendy,
Hey, our
ain't you to
bunch.
be thankful I had a t-shirt on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very thankful. Thank you.
Yeah, look.
Shirley De La Cruz. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I didn't get to see Tara and Jason's live stream because we worked our butts off here on the farm this weekend, and by Sunday evening I just had nothing left. I came in here to go to bed at 9 o'clock, which is not
Oh,
normal.
wow.
No, I told Tom, I said, my muscles are burning. I can't even walk. And I saw that they were live, but I just couldn't even sign in. I had to just shut everything down and crash. I didn't even
Speaking
run
of
my friend.
Argentina, I heard that the Libertarians won the presidency down in Argentina.
Really?
That's going to change a whole lot. Whew.
Isn't it
Just seen
amazing?
the thing, and I remember reading that they won the election down there.
It's so crazy how one administration can change so much.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Just,
How about all this rain? Right now. It's gloomy outside. It rained again last night, and then we've got just so people. I mean, you probably already know. There is Hurricane Melissa has just this morning they classified it as a Category 5 hurricane
Dang.
coming up from the south, and it's on a dead. It's going to slam Jamaica. 160-mile-an-hour winds, and it is on. It's like it's just sitting there. It's just moving so slowly, and if that's the case, when it hits Jamaica and it just sits there instead of passing through, it is going to destroy that island at 160-mile-an-hour winds. Because it's saying it's moving. They've never seen a hurricane just sit there and just grow and grow and grow. So this morning, as the latest information provided by the National Hurricane Melissa now has a max sustainable winds of 160 miles per hour, which means that's the minimum, and it surges up, and so it's strengthening as possible ahead of its anticipated landfall in Jamaica Tuesday morning. So stay tuned for that. And after it hits Jamaica, it just keeps going north. And I didn't see where it said it was going to make landfall. But it says storm surges on the ocean, the winds, damaging winds, and life-threatening flash flooding. That's how much rain it is dumping. It's sucking it up and dumping it right back down. So, I mean, who knows? I don't know the trajectory, if it's going to head up and hit, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. I don't know where it's going to make landfall yet. So
you see what temperature told us to do?
Because it's just sitting there and destroying stuff. So
you see what Tamara told us to do?
What's that?
Sit and spin.
Sit and spin on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed Kirkpatrick. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ed.
Ed. We got 4
Nomadic Hooker said, "Hey, Wendy, have you been drinking?" Because she
Right.
fell over.
Right? I swear, YouTube, and anytime I get on YouTube, there's always something wrong. They don't like me. They just don't like me. I don't know what it is, but I haven't touched anything. I mean, the iPad's sitting right there. I didn't touch it. I don't know why it's doing that.
Wow.
Good morning to the Bud Files. There you go.
Well, I'm trying to fix it. There.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
now
just
I
being
look
weird
good.
on you.
Woo.
And now Tamara's calling me a hurricane.
I think it's because it's Apple. We had a problem with our phone when we would go live on the road and it kept doing it. Terry had to go in there. There's a balance thing that you do on Apple. And she messed around with it for like 50 miles until she figured it out.
Oh,
We were going
wow.
to Wyoming and we were going live on the road. And that's when I get lost when I do lives. I was heading up on 35 and somehow instead of keep going north towards Kansas, I ended up in the middle of Edmond, which is north of, I don't know how I did it because
Wow.
there's a split right there. And I took the split and I ended up in Edmond where my grandkids were living at the time. And next thing I do, I'm looking around. I said, "Where the hell are we?" She
Oh
goes,
my gosh.
"We're in Edmond. How did you get off 35 and end up there?" I think Ed from um, uh, Whistle Stop, he was on the live, and he knows I'll get lost. I can be in the middle of nowhere and get lost, and I'm supposed to be on a highway, but that's me.
Yeah.
How the hell
Edmond's
did you
on
pass
the road,
orienteering?
I wouldn't make a good truck driver. I'd put too many extra miles.
right?
We want to say hello to the Bud Files. Welcome in, guys.
I'd be like, oh, I'm in the state.
How did you pass orienteering?
Oh wow, I didn't know you did that. You're a medical what do they call it? A medical transcriber, where they take the doctor's notes and all that stuff and put it in files and stuff like that. You can do that online at home.
Is
I
that
know
from
quite a few. I've got a lot of friends that do that.
the PFAS, Jamie? And dumping the biosludge on that farm? Because that's pretty gross. I mean,
Yeah.
people that were in this meeting were asking what farms did Brahms? I mean, that's a good question. Is
Mhm.
Brahms having that stuff dumped on them? Because Brahms has a new owner now. Brahms sold it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to be at the Capitol in the morning and I'm going to say no. I'm going to fight it. I'm hoping a lot of people either go or they call the representative and the senator. So it's Representative Jim Shaw and it's also Senator Green. Um,
Well, he's not very green if he's doing that.
well, no, he's fighting against it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
stand corrected.
Have you made a sign yet?
no,
Don't
no.
don't dump your
Dump
poop
your shit,
on my stoop. Okay.
right?
You need to make a big sign and
Yeah,
then
Jim.
put your YouTube channel on there.
Well, right.
Get,
Oh,
get it
no,
on
no.
the
Then
news.
they'll dump on me. Then they'll
Yeah,
fly their
don't dump
little
on me.
So that one farm that had herbicide sprayed on it in the middle of the night, and I think it was Luther. I saw they have these drones. I saw a channel and they have a drone that dumps chemicals or fertilizers. That's pretty scary.
Yeah. I never heard about they're trying to do away with seeds.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
it's been going on for a long time.
Really?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
What do
Bill
they
Gates.
do? How are they? How are you going to plant food?
Well,
They
that's
don't
what
want
they
you to
want.
plant food.
Yeah, that's what they
They
want.
want you to be completely complacent on them.
They don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
people self-sufficient. That's why they're not pushing the victory gardens. There's going to be food shortages. There's stuff you can't even get now.
Yeah.
It's it's going to be
I
pretty
know a
bad.
lot of people will take their harvest and they will dry their own seeds for planting the next year because I'm going to tell you something. When you go out there and you look at the number of different tomato seeds that there are, and how they genetically made them, like the big steak tomato isn't naturally grown. It
Right.
has all that stuff like that have been genetically changed,
Yes.
and then they harvest after they grow and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's kind of like a friend of mine. He did his thesis, his doctoral thesis on corn.
Yeah.
He's a veterinarian in Missouri, and he did his thing on corn and how corn is the root of all evil in America because they have genetically changed corn so it grows bigger, it grows faster, and that's what we feed our cattle. And
That's
then
what
our cattle turns around and gives us milk, gives us beef, and then you're eating it. And the bottom line of it is how corn has genetically changed people. Because if you look at, you can take 100 years ago and you can see the average height and size of people back then. Okay, compared to kids now. Girls are maturing faster. They're developing faster nowadays, and it's because of all that stuff that we're eating from kids on up compared to what they were eating 100 years ago. So it genetically changes us because look, if you produce corn and you want bigger,
What
fatter
am I looking for?
uh, cattle that matures faster, you can get it to market faster, then you can make money faster and you can make more of it.
and
Okay.
that's not what God intended it to be like.
Yeah. But in order to do that, in order to, because they have this feed, it's called pound per day, and your cattle will actually put on weight faster and faster. So you can, the heavier it is, the more money you're going to get at market for the hoof value, right?
You've still got your TV on.
Who does?
One of yous do.
I don't know. I don't have nothing on,
I don't have anything on.
but I can hear my echo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought
But
that was your TV.
so in doing that, they genetically change corn, which genetically will change people after it changes the cows, the milk, everything like that. So that's the downside. Because I was in Europe for the longest time, and for like 16 years, I traveled all over, and I can see like I went to Mozart's home, and I'm going to tell you something. The doorways come to here on me. And people didn't have to duck way back in Mozart's time. He was a little short dude, you know. The Austrians were a shorter people, and still over there, everybody is taller and so on and so forth nowadays than they were back in his time. So it just goes to show you what we put in our mouth genetically changes us also. Because you got to
Exactly.
look at something. Look at the deer. The deer, you'll see them after they go out and grain their cattle. Deer will come through and try to pick up the small pieces and whatever the cattle didn't eat and stuff like that. And now you go out there and then people throw, deer corn on the ground and they put mineral licks and all that. And you got these crazy non-typical racks on the deer. It's not, it doesn't happen naturally in nature.
Right.
It's what we're introducing into nature that says we're trying to improve our life, which affects everything that eats, and grows. And he linked all that stuff in his thesis to get his PhD. And I found it very interesting. It was very long in details because he used, thousands of case studies when he did that. So,
Well, there's
I'm an armchair quarterback. Okay, so if I speak on something, it just doesn't pop in my head. I do a lot of online researches, and then I'll find something, and then I'll check different sources, and not just say, "Hey, Morgan Freeman died today," and then spread the rumor to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that was on the internet. Morgan Freeman died, blah blah blah, and so you have to check everything before you open your mouth. But a lot of people go, "Oh my God," and they post it, and it goes viral, and that's exactly what they want to do, is clog up the internet with BS like that. So
That's why I don't feed my chickens any kind of scratch grains or any kind of genetically modified corn.
yeah,
This is
So,
why,
so when he
because
doesn't feed her chickens bullshit.
exactly, I don't. I actually, and people tell me they can tell a difference in the eggs, and people are giving me $10 a dozen for the eggs and I didn't ask for that. That's what they're giving me because the eggs are so good
yeah.
that they can tell a huge difference. So
Our chickens almost stop laying. Terry's only getting between 5 and 7 eggs a day.
yeah,
And
mine aren't laying right now, which has never happened the whole time
yeah,
I've had.
Because it's getting colder.
yeah.
Well,
It
I've
might be
also,
the days are getting shorter.
right, but I also changed a lot of stuff in their coop.
Yeah.
Like I went to get I took their nesting boxes out because they were yucky, and I cleaned them. And then I went to go get supplies. I get the hemp bedding because there's less dust,
Yeah.
and you barely get dust, and it's good for them. It's natural. Well, they were out of it, so I bought the other stuff, and they don't like it. They were pissed. I mean, if you don't think chickens notice a difference and they get mad,
Yeah, they do.
they do. And
Yeah.
so they're not giving me any eggs at all, and they're mad at me. When I come in there, they kind of come up and snub me. It's funny. I mean, you think that they don't notice stuff, but they do.
Yeah.
And they let you know when they're mad. But
Well,
that's
one of the things they don't like is when you put those little square things in there and they can't scratch it. They
yeah.
hate that stuff. They hate it. Some people say, "Oh, put a piece of." They showed a video where they took a 5-gallon bucket and they put a lip on the front of it. Or what they do? No, they made a frame that set the bucket in there. It was a wood frame, so about this much of it is covering the bucket, and you set your bucket in there and you screw it in, and then they put carpet in there like that. And then the guy came back, said total failure. They don't like it because they can't scratch their nails. They don't like it because you can make a nesting box and put all the hay you want in there, and they will scratch down to the wood and then sit there.
You know what mine did? Mine broke the eggs and it cemented to the bottom with the hay in it.
Yeah,
They don't have enough room in those old nesting boxes that I
yeah,
got from Tom's family's farm.
right.
But I don't have the money to go buy that stuff. Have you priced that stuff? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, hey, and he's talking about beef and stuff up here, no matter cooker. I just read that the president was going to buy I don't know, a shit ton of beef from Argentina
I
to
saw
bring up into the market to bring the price of beef down. Because you got to remember something. When there's limited quantities of beef being produced, the price of beef goes up. And what people don't know is most of your beef is already imported from the Latin countries down south because our farmers are growing beef and selling it overseas because they're getting more bang for their buck. Okay. I mean, like I said before, went to Korea and a 12-ounce steak over there because it's going to cost you $80. Okay, and that's normal price because the Koreans don't eat a lot of beef. It is like a luxury, and they eat a lot of chicken. Okay, a lot of chicken and a lot of pork. Okay, and seafood, of course, because they're a peninsula, and the seafood market is huge over there. So beef. When there's not a lot of beef, the price goes up. It's supply and demand. What we have to do is incentivize our farmers, like Trump said, to sell in the country and not overseas. So his idea, I love it, take these billions upon billions of dollars worth of tariffs that are being paid to the United States and subsidize our farmers so we can keep that beef and food within the United States and we don't have to import it. So what that does, it makes it plentiful. The farmers and ranchers are getting paid for their beef on a world scale, and the price of things will start coming down because the supply is more than the demand. That's what you have to do. And all these freaking crazy idiots out there, they don't understand that. Okay. They want to chastise him for saying, hey, oh, you're going to bring beef up here? He's not hurting our ranchers. Okay. Because our ranchers are already selling it. Like I said this before, I got a friend, he sells 5,000 head of cattle a year, and not one of them is sitting on an American table. He sells it over to Japan. Okay. In Japan, he has his feeder lot in Iowa, right next to a rail yard stop. And they load it up there. They take possession right there, and he doesn't have to pay the transportation cost. And he's making a ton more than what he could sell it in the United States. Okay. I mean, that's economics, guys. That's capitalism.
But I agree with Nomadic there about what they're feeding the cattle too, and what.
Oh yeah. They're feeding it pound per day.
Yeah, they're fattening it up, but not in a good way.
You gotta. When you go into a feeder lot, they're pouring on the grain to these cattle to put marbling in the meat because you can't get all that fat if they're just grazing out there in pasture. When people see, oh, it's pasture raised, it's grass fed only, you're gonna find that the meat has less fat on it. We learned that when we bought a bull. A guy said, hey, I got a bull, I got to get rid of him. I said, hey, let's half it out. So we got 600 pounds of meat off this bull, but it was the worst meat. I mean, we still have it in there. Terry's got to put that stuff in a crock pot because it was 100% no grain, all grass, and the meat is tough. Okay, and he was only a 2-year-old bull. Okay, it's not like he's been, you're killing something that's been 5 and 6 years old because he's a great breeder. He's just a young bull at 2 years old, and we had him butchered. There you go. So when you're used, that marbling makes the meat better, the taste, but how do you get the marbling? It's by all that grain that's genetically changed that they're putting in feed, and you're feeding it to them. So
You get that marbling by feeding it the fat stuff.
I got a lot of marbling if they butchered me. Okay. My marbling is grade A from Terry.
Yeah, we can't all be like Wendy.
I know.
Wendy's a skinny mini.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go vegan. I cannot eat the meat or the dairy or all that. I can't.
Hello, Rhonda Dodson.
I know
Good
people
morning,
don't
Rhonda.
like that, but it's okay.
I was not having a dig. I was not having a dig. It was a joke.
Yeah, it's okay. But I'm 57 and I'm not on any medication. The only illness I suffer is that tick illness. That's it.
57, and you're
Well,
only
did
on
you
one
have
medication.
tick-borne
What's the line?
encephalitis?
Huh?
You had tick-borne encephalitis at one point?
No, I got rickettsia, Rocky Mountain spotted tick fever. I almost died. I mean, I was.
Well, I'm so glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're so glad you didn't.
There's Homestead Outlaws.
I didn't hear you because you were both talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know he never shuts up.
I don't.
No, we both said we are so glad that you didn't.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't die.
I know. Me too. Me too. It was scary.
But if you're on one medication and you're 57 and it's all because of that cephalitis, whatever. I don't mean to downgrade that, but I've got about 14 different medications that I've got to take every morning. And I'm only 4 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been on them for the last 15 years.
Wow.
I have to get a repeat every month.
Really?
Yeah. I get a notification from the doctors. Go and get your medication. It's at the chemist.
Wow.
Wendy, electronics is like oil and water. They do not mix very well.
Some of the best paintings I've ever seen have been both oil and water.
Well, it is what it is.
Hey, Hunt and Holler. How you guys doing?
I sure appreciate Jesse.
Hey, did you hear the news? Let me get up to this one here. I want to tell everybody about this. U.S. sending aircraft carrier to South America in major escalation of military firepower. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has ordered the USS Gerald R. Ford and its strike group of 4,500 sailors and Marines to deploy to U.S. Southern Command region to bolster the U.S. capacity to detect, monitor, and disrupt illicit actors and activities that compromise the safety, prosperity of the United States. This will bring the total number of military members down in the Caribbean to 10,500. Okay. If you don't know what comes with a carrier strike group,
It's
okay,
impressive.
A strike group normally consists of one aircraft carrier, and it probably has about 70 to 72 fighter aircraft on the deck, 2 guided missile cruisers, 2 anti-aircraft warships, and 2 anti-submarine destroyer frigates. And I'm going to tell you something. That's a lot of firepower. Now you've got 2 aircraft carrier strike groups in the Caribbean. And I'm going to tell you something. Maduro just declared war on the United States, and I had to laugh. They got 4 aircraft or something like that can fly. Okay. We have enough firepower right now to blow up, okay, every grid square within the country. And that's a kilometer by a kilometer is a grid square on a map, 1 to 50,000 map that the military uses. They can drop something in each one of those squares and demolish that country, okay, compared to, you know, all these people that they're getting to sign up as part of the movement against us. But we're not doing that. That's not the purpose, to kill the people in that country. It is to stop all the drugs. So like Hegseth said, every time they destroy one of these boats or they pinpoint a drug factory, they're saving 25,000 lives in America. Okay. Wow. So when you have 70 to 100,000 people overdosing every year, and yes, the problems within the United States, because that's where the demand for this stuff is, and that's where they make their money. Okay. So the cartels are trying to get that stuff from down there and from China, all the precursors, and then pump it into the United States. I'm going to tell you something. And then Colombia, they're screwing up left and right. And they're the neighbors to Venezuela. And it's, I mean, they don't have a chance, you know, in heck to survive a military strike from the United States. Nobody in South America does. Okay.
You know why the Venezuelans are so content to start threatening you, don't you? You know what? You know all those people that came up from Venezuela, because the country's going to shit. They don't want them back.
I mean, the Tren de Aragua is the big. We call them cartels in Mexico, but that's what they're doing. They're a terrorist group that paved the way for all this drugs. That's why they came up here, so they can receive all this stuff. But where they screwed up is coming up into America and acting like they're still in Venezuela. Okay. They need a home. They kick everybody out of the apartment. They take over an apartment. That, you know, that's where they screwed up. They're not smart actors by no means. They're just bullies. Okay. And that's what they're used to down there. Hey, we're part of this group. The people see the tattoos, they get out of their way and they do whatever the hell they want. That's where they screwed up here. You know, they brought all they're on mopeds, snatching purses, hitting people over the head, robbing people, doing all this stuff as if they were still in Venezuela. And that's where they're screwing up. And how politicians in the United States can side with these type of people, I have no idea. How the Democratic people up there, they're getting paid. Most of these people are getting paid demonstrators. Or else after you get your ass beat by ICE and stuff like that, why do you keep coming back? And then they get fined by the federal courts and people are given money to pay their fines. I don't understand how people in America can side with some crap like this. Okay.
If they're paying the fines, they're not getting fined enough.
I agree. And I can't wait. I'm sure they're working on it. You know, they got to have evidence to prove that who is paying these people to do this crap. Because I can't believe that many people are jobless because they're out there Monday through Friday just and on the weekends acting
That's
a
their job.
fool.
That's
You
their
know,
job.
and I'm going to tell you something. You go to other countries and you can see the same thing. And their police in Europe, they're beating the hell out of these people with batons.
I wish
Okay.
ours would.
All right. Just watch the ones with the Polizei from Germany. Once they're called out, the riot police is called out, that means ass kicking is about to happen. And that's what they need to do in the States. Okay, because they're putting people in hospitals getting a crap beat out of them. You don't put your hand on a cop. Okay. Period.
The thing is, our cops are defending the invaders.
Yeah, because they're told to.
Yeah.
That's your politician's fault. That's our politician's fault. And
You don't have to tell me that.
I can't believe that the Democratic Party thinks this is a good plan.
Right?
Oh, this is a great plan. When was the last time they had a great plan? Okay.
If our politicians had a great plan, I'd still have hair.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
Oh.
let's see. I want to make sure I didn't.
Well, I won't.
Yeah, but that 15% of beef is making the price go up. So if you found that information and it's only 15% and beef prices go into the Walmart, okay, and look at the beef prices, okay, it's all about supply and demand. I mean, that's it. When there's an overabundance of beef, it's going to go down. They can't help it because if it doesn't go down, the meat's going to spoil. And they want to get it off the shelves. Okay. So, oh, and I wanted to tell Jess, that's right. Jesse, I told everybody earlier about the logo that you made for me and Paul. I love it.
We're not twins.
Okay. But we're not twins. I have a goatee. He has the beard. And the other thing is there's not enough gray on our faces to show that we're wise and intelligent. Okay.
Because we ain't.
You got us looking like our dating days. Okay. And that's not a representation of the goat look. Okay. And
sorry, but when I was dating, I had hair.
So
when I was dating, I still had hair.
We look like two bald-headed buddies, but I love the logo and I'm going to use it. In fact, before the meetup, I'm going to make stickers for Paul and I and hand them out. All we got to do is get the beard and the goatee thing down. We're going to be golden. So that gives Jesse something to do. Not that he doesn't have a lot to do now. Ooh. Here comes Terry.
What Jesse should do, because Paul doesn't wear a ball cap, but you wear a ball cap. Jesse should put a ball cap on you with Lazy Days Ahead logo.
That's right.
Good morning,
Did you hear that, Jesse?
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
Wendy in there. Hi, Paul.
I hate it when
I didn't hear about that. Where'd that happen at, Jamie?
I heard about the military crop duster that crashed up by Oklahoma City last week. Have you ever heard of military crop duster?
Hmm.
I haven't.
I never heard of that.
And why would it be flying around Oklahoma City? I mean, that doesn't even make sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did they say whether it was National Guard or active Army over there at what is it?
Tinker? Or
No.
I'm not sure.
What's the one just south? What's that base? I almost got to work at Fort Sill.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Fort Sill or National Guard or what, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. They used them in Vietnam. You know, they had to spray Agent Orange to kill foliage and all that, and then, you know, hurt our service members that were all inside there.
Well, I don't know. Tom was telling me about it when we were having our morning coffee. He asked me if I heard about it, and I said, "No, I'm so busy on the farm. I don't know what's going on." I mean, I really don't.
Yeah, that's what Jamie was talking about is the two aircraft. Oh, it was an F-18.
It was a National Guard and on a training mission.
Yeah, it was part of a training mission.
Yep.
Hey, Rainy
Nomadic-
Ridge.
Nomadic Hookers just said.
Rainy Ridge woodworking and more.
Wow.
Yeah. It's all right,
Good
Tina.
morning, guys. Lewis.
He's only 15 minutes behind today.
Yeah, there's Jolly Huggers.
Hello, Jolly Huggers.
I could hug them jollies.
Yeah. There's Miss Charlene Grady. Welcome in. Sorry I'm so far behind.
Hey,
Yes,
Charlie.
Wendy.
You're a
Nag,
mess.
nag, Mike. It was a cartoon goober. There's Virginia Alexander. Welcome in.
Hey, Virginia.
And James Hall's just come in.
Hey, James.
Mr. James Hall.
Shade Tree Cook.
And he did say good morning to Wendy too, so I'll put that one up
Okay.
there.
I can't see the chat, so the only thing I can see is when you post it up there. So
Oh,
hello,
okay.
everybody. Yeah, I'm on an iPad, you know.
I could put you something on the screen you wouldn't want to see.
I'm good, Paul. I'm good.
Yeah. So here's something that's interesting. Something very interesting. You know, Trump was over in Asia and stuff like that, signing, you know, getting Thailand and all them to stop killing each other and stuff like that. And they're flying on the plane. And of course, Trump did make a statement that, hey, we could extend it if Kim Jong-un wanted to sit down and talk with President Trump and stuff like that, trying to get his people out of the Ukraine war and stuff like that. He said he would do that. Of course, Kim Jong-un said, nope, don't want to talk about it because he's making too much money off of sending people over there while Putin is not paying his troops, and they're pissed off about that. So somebody asked him on the plane, some reporter, they said, hey, would you consider running as vice president in 2028? Okay. When I heard that, my brain goes like, are you insane? Do you think Trump would play second fiddle to somebody else? That's not even in his DNA makeup.
Well, he could do like Obama did, get somebody to play his part, and he could sit in the basement.
Yeah. So Trump said he shot down the speculation that he would run as vice president 2028, telling reporters aboard Air Force One that Republicans already have a great prospect candidates. Trump made the statement during a gaggle with reporters on Sunday. See, he'll talk to reporters all the time. In the first month, he talked more to reporters than Biden did in 4 years. Okay.
Right.
And he said, right now, with such an option, Trump pointed to Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary Marco Rubio as the two potential successors, okay, while also saying that Democrat candidates, everybody that says they're going to be running, they were talking about AOC running, they're talking about whoever. And he goes, the IQ level is 0. All right. They have a low IQ. What they're doing now tells you what they're going to do if they get into office. The same crazy crap. They're going to go back to the Green New Deal. They're going to go back to electric cars. They're going to go back to stopping all the oil drilling to bring the price of gas down. And have you seen the price of gas now?
It's gone down.
All right. How much was it when you got it, Ben? $2.42. Did you get it at the Walmart? And you got it at the Walmart, $2.42. And it's going down slowly.
Right.
Because you got to remember something. They stopped all the oil drilling. It takes a while. People want things now. I need it now. Okay? If they could put a chip in their head and they can think of something that they want, and that signal goes to Amazon, and next thing you know, it's sitting at your door because you thought about it. People would be happy. They probably wouldn't be happy because they had to have an implant, but they'd be happy that, hey, that's how quick they want it. If you could vote on your phone, people would love that. Again, mail-in ballots, voting on your phone. There's too much room for illegal activity in that whole process. And I agree, they need to get away with mail-in ballot. Get off your dead ass and go vote.
Right?
Okay?
I never did the mail-in ballot. That should be
Again, that's not the society that we live in. We want it now, instantaneously. We want, a shit economy, and we want it overnight changed right then. And it doesn't work that way. It takes time to fix stupid.
Well, most people.
And that's what we lived in for 4 years, was absolute stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
So if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Click the button and go find somebody that you can agree with. But I'm just telling you, I'm more of a middle of the road, and if more politicians were in the middle of the road, which is a left moderate, a right moderate, you could get a crap load done. But these far left and right people are ruining it for everybody in the middle. And that's where most Americans are. They're in the middle. Okay?
That's the problem, Mike. Because if you're in the middle of the road, you're going to get run over.
Yeah. And they're afraid. Look at New York. It looks like they're going to elect a socialist to run New York.
Blows my mind. I can't even comprehend.
So all you states out there that need businesses to move into your state, get ready. Get ready, because they need to get the hell out of New York. You're going to be paying more in taxes. They're trying to think of every way they can get tax money from you. Guess what? When a socialist gets in there, you're going to find out. And he says he was on the debate. Oh, no, I support the police. But then you can go back, and he was part of the big defund the police when he was a council person within the city of New York. You can see. All right.
Typical politician.
I don't agree with the 3 front runners for mayor of New York. I don't like any of them. Okay.
Vote Wendy.
I'm just saying
I'll clean it
that
up.
you tell me one socialist government that has survived.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0. Okay.
It's time we start paying attention to what's going on. I mean, these legislators are making decisions that affect us.
Yeah.
We've got to start paying attention. Here in Oklahoma, they have the Freedom Brigades. And that's where they have volunteers go sit at the Capitol. They sit and watch what the legislators are doing, inform the public. They also sit at school board meetings, county commissioner meetings, all city council meetings. I mean, that's the only way you're going to be aware of what's going on so you can stop it and vote and make decisions. But
Yeah. Don't make your decisions when you see something on TikTok.
oh
Okay.
God, no.
And if you're dumb enough to take that as gospel,
If you're dumb enough to be watching TikTok,
Right?
yeah. Hey, Kim, welcome in. Mike, don't give them any ideas about voting on phones.
Right? Hey, Kim. Kim is precious. She is
Kim
so
would
precious.
vote 5 times by putting her phone in her back pocket.
Yeah, I agree. And when I was in the military, I did an absentee ballot, and then they took it to everybody. And if you vote on election day, okay, they need to take the courts out of it. If you didn't show up on election day and vote, you're shit out of luck.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Okay. Absentee ballots in the military, we used to get them 3 months before, and they had to be postmarked. Okay, election day. Now, it has to hit a U.S. post office on election day, not postmarked from Germany or wherever the hell you're at. So you have a deadline when you're in the military to get your ballot in by a certain day, so it hit the post offices and your vote actually counted. Now we're waiting freaking up to a month to find out who got elected because they can't count all the ballots. So Big Mike's philosophy: take it to the bank, get off your dead ass, get up, wait in line like the rest of us, and go vote. I do believe that they need more polling stations, okay, than just one, okay,
Right.
than just one. So it is what it is. Now, I looked at this. Somebody had, I think it was Hunt and Holler. He said that diesel. Where did I see that? Hunt and Holler.
Hunt and Holler is literally 6 up from the bottom. Sorry, that's not. Yeah, it is.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
up. It was. I was going to say it's underneath.
I don't know. I don't know. Are you guys up in Wyoming, Montana? Where are you guys located at? Because down here in Oklahoma, it's $3, and sometimes you can find it under $3 in Oklahoma for diesel. And that's where all the diesel, the 18-wheelers are parking, is at those places in Oklahoma. You can see the difference when it's over $3 somewhere, and then all of a sudden you see it under $3. They're packing it in. Okay, so it's under $3 in Oklahoma in a lot of places.
It
So I don't
pisses
know.
me off the way you lot complain about your fuel prices. I wish I was that cheap.
Man, what the hell is that? Something flying in my ear hole.
That's Terry telling you to cut me off.
Oh. And what'd you say? It is what?
£1.28 a litre.
So that right there is $1 a liter. And
Yeah,
3 liters make a gallon or so. Not specific, but it's pretty damn close.
Wow.
And you're paying $3 a gallon
No, we're paying closer to $5 a gallon.
Dang. Ooh. Well, that's
Oh, I got it in reverse.
California.
Uh-huh.
So somebody
£1
figure that out. How much is £1.28? How many cents can you get from £1.28? Anybody got a math?
It works out about $1.76
$1.76
per liter.
per liter. Oh wow, we are in the southern tier of New York State. That's our diesel prices here. And then PA off the Interstate 81. Wow. Yeah, you guys, I mean, it's a long ways from the refineries. And here's the thing. It's easier to make diesel than it is gasoline.
Yeah.
Because diesel is the byproduct, waste part of making gasoline. Okay. That's why it feels so oily, because it's the byproduct. So,
I can still remember when the world wanted everybody to go
because
diesel.
truckers need it for the trucking industry.
He's doing this on purpose, I'm sure of it.
What's that?
Every time I go to talk, you start talking again.
Well, I can't anticipate your lips moving because you got them underneath the bar there.
That's why I cleaned it off.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now.
I'm saying the read. Oh,
Oh my word.
okay, he's done it again.
See what I'm dealing with, Wendy? See this?
I see.
It's your fault.
Well, you got to stop tripping over your words. Let's go, brother. You were saying
No,
something.
you can keep going now. It's gone.
Oh, see? Hit that bump right there real hard. See if you can kick
No,
something.
because it fucking hurts.
That's what
There's
I'm
a growth
saying.
under that. There's a growth under that.
There's three turkeys out my window right now. I'm watching them. They're cute.
3 turkeys. Time to get the shotgun.
No, they're my free pest control. I don't know if y'all can see them.
Are those wild?
Oh, yeah.
Are those yours or wild turkeys?
They're wild.
Okay.
You only
Isn't
need
it-
one.
Isn't it turkey season right now?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, put them in the deep freeze.
No, I don't eat them. And they eat that genetically modified corn because everybody out here feeds them. And they feed them corn.
Well, what about Tom? Doesn't he eat meat?
Tom eats meat, but he doesn't like wild game. He doesn't because the
Oh man, I'm going to tell you
Well-
something. You take a wild turkey. You take a wild turkey and you cut the breast out
Yeah.
and you tenderize those things and freeze them. Okay. I'm telling you something. One person can't eat a breast that big. Shut up, Paul. All right.
Yeah.
And then you take the rest of it. Okay. Marinate the legs so you can grill the legs. You know, you've seen them at the state fair, the big
Yeah.
turkey legs. And then
Yeah,
you
come
take
in
the rest of
today.
the meat and you make a sandwich spread out of all that.
Yeah.
And then you can freeze it before you can chop it all up and then freeze that. And you can make, what does they call that? Like turkey salad sandwich meat. Oh, it's good.
Well, the reason why Tom won't eat deer and all that is because they're covered in ticks. And if we get the tick disease, you don't think that those animals do too, and you're eating it?
Yeah, I'll take that risk because
You take the risk.
as long as it's cooked, as long as you cook it, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, cows are covered in them. I mean, should see until they come out and spray. I mean, it's just like you can just see them crawling on cows. They're everywhere. You can't get rid of ticks.
No, well, you can if you, okay, guineas and beneficial nematodes. If you spray your farm with beneficial nematodes, but you can't do it if you use chemicals
Right.
because it'll wipe them out. But they're organisms that get in the ground, they eat the larvae. So you can wipe them out if you, that way they get the larvae. I use beneficial nematodes. I'm 2 years behind because of everything going on, but I never had worms in my fruit. I mean, there's a lot of pests that were
Yeah.
His calculations are
wiped out.
wrong.
So
His
it's
calculations
he's
are
saying it's
wrong.
$5.28 per gallon.
Yeah, that's well wrong.
Terry came to 483.
If it's $1.28 a liter.
If it's $1.28 a liter.
How much?
How much?
If you go $1.28 a liter, it was $4.83 a gallon.
483 a gallon in England.
Of course I'm ornery. I'm a grumpy old git.
Lowest diesel price right now is $3.04 here locally.
Oh, it's $3.04 in Oklahoma.
Our diesel prices are still £2.48.
A liter?
Yeah.
Montana's low on diesel looks to be about 340. Yeah, 349.
Yeah. But I know I seen that the truck stop, the TA,
Yeah.
they had it at 298 the other day.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sure.
Gas prices went back up a little bit the last few days.
Yeah.
I was checking Gas Buddy.
Right.
So anybody can get the Gas Buddy app and find the lowest prices.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Forgetting about that.
Stay safe, Charlene.
Yes, you have a great day, Charlene. When's your grandbaby due, Paul? And what?
She's due in 9 days, but it looks like she's hanging in.
Is this her first child?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually
Aw.
I don't know anybody on their first child hit it right on the due date. I mean, doctors can say, oh, and I think that people take to heart when a doctor goes in there and says, oh, you should be due about this time. That's just an educated guess. They don't hit it right. Here's what I know. A baby's due date is whenever
When the baby decides.
pops its head out. That's it.
I'm
Okay.
hoping she's 4 days late.
Yeah.
Because if she's 4 days late, the brother I lost in January, it's his birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My granddaughter, Alice, is named after my mom. My mom's name's Alice Ann. She passed away. But she was born on my mom's birthday.
That's
Wow.
Right on it. And my son, he knew that, named my granddaughter after my mother, Alice.
and she's just come in. Hello, Cusie.
Yep, there she is, the Queen of Mississippi. There she is. And look
Oh, I'm
at
sure. I'm sure Sid's gonna like that. Queen of Mississippi.
You just
Well,
missed the turkeys.
I have to because Sid is an implant. Not that she has implants, but she's an implant to Mississippi. Lacey is from Mississippi.
Aw.
And like being president, you have to be born in the state to be the queen of the state.
Okay. I gotta go. The iPad's gonna die. I forgot to charge it.
All right. You have a great week.
You too.
And I will see you on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yes, you will. But don't forget about contacting the legislator about the crap.
The dumping.
Yeah, and
The crap dumping.
congratulations, grumpy old grandpa.
All
All
right.
right.
You have a great day.
You too.
Right. I was typing that in here, but Jamie, there's no family allowed in the hospital until my daughter says so. And she doesn't want anybody in the hospital except her partner because they are restricting visitors to one per person.
Wow.
It's been like that since COVID.
Really?
Yeah. In the maternity wards, I've been told it's going to be about a fortnight after she's born before I get to hold her.
What is a fortnight?
2 weeks.
Oh, really? I never knew
Yeah.
that.
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So that's like the rotation of the moon type cycle thing, fortnight.
No, it's just 2 weeks.
Why don't you just say in 2 weeks?
Because a fortnight's quicker.
A fortnight is quicker. Well, there you go. I learned something because I hear it on, like, when I watch movies. It's usually a British base, the Tudors or something like that. They use a fortnight. I'm going, what the hell is a fortnight?
You watch Downton Abbey.
And I did. I do. Because
I never did.
Americans are fascinated with English history. Because we all basically most Americans come from that, okay?
Area.
And they can trace, like me, I'm English, Welsh, Irish, okay, is my base. Those are my base. England's higher, and then Ireland comes in, and then the Welsh part, because my great grandma Jones, her people, the Joneses, come from Wales. So
my base is England, Scotland, and Jamaican.
And Jamaican?
Yeah, you didn't expect that one, did you?
Not at all.
Apparently,
not with the head that white.
Apparently, my great grandfather had a thing for the Cohens. He went over to America, to Jamaica, and came back with a wife.
Lacey says, born here, but migrated for a while to Memphis to get my street smarts on. Been back home for 20 years. The Queen of Mississippi.
If she got a street smarts in Memphis, you better stay clear.
Now, her partner, your daughter's partner, if he's watching, I was a little bit overcame when I watched my first son being born. That was an experience, because the doctor says, hey, looked up and said, hey, his head ain't coming out. I need to do an episiotomy.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that word meant. So I'm watching. And
as he grabs this piece of these shears and he snips.
Yes.
Yes. I went through that.
And I went, oh my God. And that boy slipped out so quick. It was like shit out of Goose's ass. I mean, she had to catch him. And I said, what the hell? And then all of a sudden it was snowing. I'm like going, holy crap. I was overcame. It
144.
was my first time seeing something like that.
144
I've seen
stitches.
cows give birth. I've seen horses give birth, but that freaked me out.
Oh, it didn't freak
No,
me out.
Paul, and no, Paul, I didn't ask the doctor put a couple of extra stitches in either.
I did.
I'm gonna say it before it even comes out your mouth. And Terry left
did.
again.
I did. I turned around and it's just as well my daughter's mother had hold of my hand, because when I heard that crack, I was swinging for the doctor.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. This Emma, whatever.
I'm a Tara lesbian. I'm a Tara lesbian.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit! I haven't even got.
That person's gone.
Yeah. You see, that's a problem. With StreamYard, I can't do that because I have to turn YouTube off.
So Jamie is English, Scotch, German, Irish, French. Okay. In that order of largest percentages.
That's me.
Terry is European. Terry is 92.3% British Irish. 80% of that is English. 5.5% is Irish from the Belfast region. She's 3.6% Scottish and 2.9% Welsh. From Swansea. You know where Swansea?
Swansea, yes.
She's from that area. And then, of course,
Nice area.
Western European, she's 2.9% Dutch and Northern German, and Swiss, German, and Southern Austrian is 1.4%. Belgian, Rhinelander, and Southern Dutch, 1.3%, and 0.8% French, and 0.7% Czech, Hungary, Slovak, and Southern Polish. And
holy crap.
Ashkenazi Jewish 0.1%.
I'm still waiting for the American part.
Egyptian. She's Egyptian, 0.3% Egyptian and 0.2% North African.
Also, she
looks like a Heinz 57.
I'm a mutt.
She's
I'm American.
Terry's a mutt and she's American.
Do you know the best dogs you can get are German Shepherds? And second to that are mutts. Because they are the most loyal dogs you can get. So you got lucky.
Lacey is Cherokee, English, Scottish here. Well, that Cherokee put some beauty on you, young lady. Because those were some beautiful, beautiful women. Or, you know.
David, they don't, because that's the cocks. The hens don't have peckers.
Hey, Kentucky Bluegrass, welcome in. Yeah, I've got like 0.7% Congolese in mine. So in the Congo.
So what was your dad doing over there while you were before you were born?
No, actually, when we traced my genealogy back, it comes from Mississippi, where when we went all the way back, apparently once the slaves were freed, one of the sisters married a African American because both the sisters had the slave owner produced the children or whatever. But we went back and we found this guy that said he had a birth number, and we didn't know what the hell we were looking at. And then when we got a hold of the Mormon church, they have a huge genealogy library program, one of the biggest in the world. And they said the birthing number was the actual birthing number that was given to him when he was on a slave ship and he was sold down in Mississippi. So we went all the way back there. Then it stops because there's no history of anybody in Africa or whatever. And then you got to remember something. Those Africans were brought in to the Dominican Republic, down in the Caribbeans on those islands. And history says that they were trained to be domesticated before they were brought up into the United States and sold. So, because their first reaction is run, flee. And how do you flee off of an island? That's why the slave traders took them there after the Africans, the tribes in Africa, people, you got to realize this, that it wasn't the slave traders on the ships, the London Trading Company, the Dutch Trading Company, blah, 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 whatever. They would go there and other African tribes would catch people from other tribes, enslave them and bring them to where the ships were, and they got paid. Okay. So that's true history. Okay. It wasn't a bunch of white hunters going into the Congo and getting them. It was their own people that sold them into slavery. Wish it never happened, but it did. Slavery still goes on today. And if you look at the Mediterranean, the number of Caucasians placed into slavery from the African coast, because they would attack ships, put everybody into slavery, and yada, yada, yada. And slavery still goes on today, which I wish it didn't, but it does. Hundreds and thousands and millions of people are enslaved as we speak today.
And they're not just black. That always pisses me off when they say that white.
The Mormons believe that if you keep family history known, you can pray for those souls while we wait the return of our Lord. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Donna. She is Welsh, Scottish, German, mostly. Yeah. Yeah, Terrie traced hers back to some blue bloods. And because we always wondered why, because Terrie has low blood pressure. And that's one of the traits of blue bloods, which means a blue blood way back in the day in France, and all these people, brothers and sisters were marrying to keep their bloodlines royal. And that caused problems and stuff like that. And being a blue blood just means you have very low blood pressure. When it gets too hot, Terrie's about to pass the hell out. And it doesn't do good now with, what do they call that shit stuff you're going through? What is that?
The hysterectomy?
Well, she goes in November 3rd for that. But heat flashes and stuff like that.
Oh, so, you mean
when you're blue blood, a heat flash is like 10 times worse.
I've got news for you, mister. Terrie's biggest problem is not her medical. It's sitting right there.
No. I'm her biggest fan.
You may be her biggest fan, but you are her biggest problem.
Well, yeah, that's...
And that's the word we were looking for, menopause.
Yeah. But, yeah, Terrie goes in November 3rd for her surgery. And then she is going to be relying on Big Mike as her nurse.
God help her.
I do need to go to the store and pick up some sponges and stuff like that because I'm going to be giving Terry sponge baths, which I don't mind doing. I'm perfectly okay with it. Okay.
Yeah. Terry's going to be coming out whiter than ever.
But I'm going to be her nursemaid, and I'm going to be taking care of her. And Terry has gone shopping, so cooking will be easier for me because she doesn't trust my cooking. So yeah, Terry's setting everything in motion. Okay, so I don't kill her with my cooking.
No, Jamie, they call it menopause.
Yeah,
It's God's punishment
menopause
for putting us through all the crap.
Yeah. Well, and that's why we men don't do laundry because it's called a washer.
Or dishes.
Yeah. Or dishwasher.
Yeah, well, my dishwasher,
Terry, check your Instagram.
And do you know who didn't make it in
Terry,
today?
check your Instagram.
I know.
Do you know who didn't make it in today?
Who?
Karen Bessies.
Yep. Karen Breast did not make it in.
Take care, Kim.
Can that focus?
That's
you
how
see
I'll
that?
end up looking. Yeah, I can see it.
That's Jesse's new rendering.
That's good. I need a bit more grey, though, Jesse. I'm not white yet.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Terry when she's down.
Well,
You looking after her.
You're supposed to give me encouragement saying, Mike, you can do this. You
Mike,
don't
she's
have
going to
faith
be
in
in a
me?
bloody old bed bath 23 hours
Right.
out of 24.
Thanks for coming in, Cam.
Poor Terry's going to be strapped there, legs at one end, arms at the other, and you're just going to be going like that with a
Gotta
big old
go
teeth.
paint, trim, lusting this week. So gotta go. Lusting this week? How does gotta go paint, trim, lusting this week? So gotta go.
Listing.
Huh?
If you look down, she corrected herself. Listing it. She's selling the place.
I was going, all right, Kevin. Jamie's lusting.
He should be so lucky.
Yeah.
In tomorrow's news.
Yeah.
In tomorrow's news, old man passes out from a heart attack. Wife's finally taken an interest.
Yeah. Man, I had my hopes up for Kevin. All right. So, hey, guys, I'm glad you guys came in. Monday, I love Mondays to see what everybody's doing. I'm glad Wendy came up and visited with us. Nobody else came up, so we had a good talk. We learned a little something. Prayers for our sailors and Marines that just are moving into the Caribbean. That you got all those warships, and you got this big old hurricane, Category 5 there also. But prayers for our military members always. So, guys, I'm glad you did come in. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need, and always think of that. Paul, I want to thank you. We're going to get this. We're going to have several logo stickers that Jesse is creating. I'm going to love them. But we'll figure out which one we're going to make stickers out of, so we can pass those out at the meetups. And hey, and we might even put them on some tumblers and give them away at the meetups. Jesse, did you ever think about that? Can you put those stickers on a tumbler? Tell me, and I'll send you some more tumblers. Just for us.
Yeah. Let me know how much it'll cost to get one.
Yep. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys. Hey, all right, Hunt and Holler, Lacey Summers. Oh, wow. I missed all the news. All right. Anyway, guys, we love you. God bless you. We'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.
Great week, guys. And also remember, tomorrow night, Jason and I, Sergeants Talk TV, we're going to be discussing, should women be in combat roles?
Why not?
You got to wait till tomorrow.
I will say this.
It should be fun. And we're going to have it. We're going to have it open mic'd, so people can come up and tell us, listen, you Neanderthals.
Do not drag me into that, because you will not like it.
Yeah. And then Wednesday, Terry and I is going to take the mic hanging at the homestead. It will be Terry's last one for a while as she recovers from her surgery. And then we'll see you on Friday.
2 weeks.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be 2 weeks.
Terry's going to miss 2. She's a fighter. She won't let you get away with it for more than 2 weeks.
Oh, I was going to take a break with her.
That's why she wants back on.
Oh,
She's gonna get sick and tired of them bed baths.
yeah. No, she won't get sick of my sponge baths.
She will.
I'm going to take good care of her. Okay?
Stay safe, everyone. Have a good week.
Love you guys. Bye.